Most vehicle batteries don't perish because they're aged. They perish because drivers gradually destroy them every single day without realizing it. And now arrives the part that should genuinely grab your attention. In Japan, it's not unusual for factory original vehicle batteries to endure 8, 10, sometimes even 12 years. In the United States, most drivers feel fortunate if a battery survives more than 3 years. And many don't even reach that far. And no, this isn't about superior brands or some magical battery technology. Very often, it's the identical chemistry installed in very similar vehicles. So what's the genuine difference? It's not luck, it's not a miracle, and it's definitely not something battery manufacturers appreciate discussing. There is one simple, almost obvious habit that Japanese drivers and mechanics follow, and by itself, it can double or even triple a battery's lifespan. By this video's conclusion, you'll comprehend why modern batteries fail so early, what the genuine hidden enemy is that's draining your battery right now, and what this Japanese habit is that keeps batteries alive for over a decade. Stay until the conclusion, because after this, you'll never examine your vehicle battery the identical way again. Number 1. The modern battery myth. Let's initiate with the biggest lie in the automotive world. The idea that batteries just don't endure like they used to. At first glance, it sounds logical. Modern vehicles are packed with electronics, sensors, control modules, and constant electrical loads. Yet here's the problem. That explanation doesn't hold up. Today's batteries are objectively superior than ever. More efficient plates, tighter manufacturing tolerances, superior quality control, and yet average lifespan keeps dropping. So what's genuinely going on? The answer is uncomfortable. The problem isn't the battery, it's how it's used. And that becomes obvious when you compare driving habits in the US and in Japan. Number 2. The Japanese data that sounds unreal. Fleet maintenance records and service data from Japan demonstrate something that sounds almost impossible to many American drivers. Factory original batteries staying in service for 8, 9, even 10 years without external chargers, without jump starts, without random electrical failures. Taxi fleets in cities like Tokyo document vehicles with over 180,000 miles still running the original battery. Meanwhile, in the US, it's common for a battery to fail suddenly, especially in winter after just 2 or 3 years. The reason is simple. In Japan, the battery is treated as part of a system. In the US, it's treated as a disposable item. Number 3. What actually kills a vehicle battery? Most individuals think batteries perish because of cold weather, old age, or bad luck. Technically, that's incorrect. Lead-acid batteries usually perish because of sulfation. In simple terms, every time you initiate your vehicle, the battery discharges and lead sulfate forms on the plates. When the alternator fully recharges the battery, that sulfate is reversed. That's normal. The problem initiates when the battery never reaches a full charge. In that case, the sulfate hardens and becomes permanent. Capacity drops, cranking power falls, and battery existence collapses. And here's the critical point. Most vehicle batteries in the United States are almost never fully recharged. Number 4. The genuine enemy. Short trips. This is where habits make all the difference. Short trips are poison for batteries. A cold start pulls a massive amount of energy from the battery. If the vehicle is only driven for 5 or 10 minutes in city traffic, the alternator simply doesn't possess enough time to put that energy back. When this occurs day after day, the battery inhabits a constant state of partial charge. That's not normal wear. That's a slow death sentence. And in Japan, this category of usage is consciously avoided. Number 5. Why Japanese drivers think differently. In Japan, a vehicle is treated like a precision machine, not a disposable appliance. Driving habits include fewer cold starts throughout the day, longer and more continuous trips, less use of accessories with the engine off, and minimal, unnecessary idling. Yet the most important point is that battery charge state is managed, even if drivers don't consciously think about it. And that brings us to the core habit. Number 6. The Japanese habit that preserves batteries. Here's the key. Japanese drivers intentionally make certain the battery goes through full recharge cycles. Not by accident, and not once in a while. At least once every 1 or 2 weeks, the battery is brought close to 100% charge through continuous driving, steady engine speed, and no interruptions. This single habit prevents sulfation from becoming permanent. And the interesting part is that it doesn't require a charger, a scan tool, or any special equipment. Just something most American drivers almost never accomplish. Number 7. Why the alternator isn't enough by itself. Many individuals believe the alternator handles everything. That's only half accurate. Alternators are designed to maintain charge, not to fully recover a battery that inhabits a discharged state. In modern vehicles, the charging system is controlled by the ECU, which often limits charging to improve fuel economy. If the system decides the battery is sufficient, it reduces charging current. The result is gradual sulfation, capacity loss, and sudden failure. In Japan, this is taken into account. In the US, it's usually ignored. Number 8. How start-stop systems make it worse. If your vehicle possesses a start-stop system, the situation is even more critical. That system repeatedly discharges the battery and demands rapid recovery without full recharge cycles. Sulfation accelerates dramatically. That's why many start-stop vehicles burn through expensive AIM batteries in 2 or 3 years. Japanese drivers compensate with usage habits. Most American drivers don't. Number 9. The cultural behavior that saves batteries. In Japan, it's common to plan trips, combine errands into one drive, avoid unnecessary starts, and drive long enough for all vehicle systems to stabilize. They don't label this battery maintenance. To them, it's just proper driving. The result is batteries operating at high state of charge, healthy plates, and minimal sulfation. When this doesn't occur, the battery inhabits at 70 to 80% charge. At that level, sulfate crystals become permanent. Internal resistance rises and voltage drops under load. One cold morning, the vehicle won't start. The failure seems sudden, yet the death was slow. Number 10. Why many battery tests are misleading. Another major issue is superficial testing. Many testers only measure resting voltage or apply a quick load. A sulfated battery can display 12.6 volts and still fail the first heavy crank. In Japan, the focus is on genuine state of charge and actual capacity, not just voltage. If you want a battery to endure over 10 years, you possess to stop thinking it's fine until the day it perishes and initiate thinking about restoring it regularly. That's the genuine secret behind Japanese battery longevity. Number 11. The hidden failure of the intelligent battery sensor. The IBS. You've probably never paid attention to the small black module attached to the negative battery terminal. Yet that piece is the intelligent battery sensor, known as the IBS. And it may be the genuine reason your battery keeps perishing over and over again. Modern vehicles use this sensor to monitor voltage, temperature, and charging current, so the control modules can manage energy efficiently. The problem initiates when the sensor fails or begins sending inaccurate data. When that occurs, the system believes the battery is fully charged, even as it's actually getting weaker every day. The result follows a familiar pattern. You wake up, the vehicle won't start, you assume the battery is deceased, replace it with a new one, and a few months later, the identical thing occurs again. Repair shops observe this constantly. Perfectly functional batteries being replaced repeatedly because of a relatively inexpensive sensor no one checks. A faulty IBS can also cause slow cranking, erratic charging behavior, or persistent battery discharge warnings on the dashboard. The fix is often simple. Inspect the wiring harness and connector, especially for corrosion near the negative cable. In some cases, temporarily disconnecting the sensor to observe if the problem disappears, or scanning the system with a diagnostic tool reveals the issue immediately. In vehicles with start-stop or smart charging systems, this sensor is critical. Ignoring it means continuing to get stranded no matter how new or expensive the battery is. Number 12. Poor grounds or compromised ground cables. You can install the strongest battery on the market, yet if the vehicle's grounds are defective, it's like attempting to power the electrical system with batteries. Every electrical circuit requires a complete path. Power departs the battery through the positive terminal and returns through the negative, traveling through the engine block and the chassis. That return path is handled by ground cables, usually thick braided straps bolted to the engine and the body. When these cables loosen, corrode, or break internally, current can't flow properly. The symptoms manifest as weak starts, flickering lights, or absolute silence when you rotate the key. The dangerous part is that defective grounds often appear fine. The insulation can hide internal damage, or corrosion can form between the metal surface and the mounting point. It's extremely common for vehicles to arrive on a tow truck diagnosed as a deceased battery when the genuine fix was cleaning a contact and tightening a bolt. One loose ground point can cost a driver hundreds of dollars. To check, follow the negative battery cable to where it attaches to the chassis or engine. It must be tight and bolted to bare clean metal with no paint or rust. Then inspect the smaller ground straps between the engine and the body. If they're green, brittle, or frayed, replacement is mandatory. Defective grounds don't just prevent starting, they can damage sensors, cause random warning lights, and even interfere with transmission or fuel injection operation. Before blaming the battery, check the grounds. Sometimes the fix genuinely is just tightening a bolt. Number 13. Parasitic drain caused by hidden accessories. You park the vehicle at night, everything seems normal. Yet in the morning, the battery is deceased. No lights left on, no doors open, just silence. That's the classic sign of parasitic draw. Something in the vehicle is consuming power when it shouldn't be. This is one of the most frustrating causes of battery failure because it's invisible and easy to ignore. Common culprits include glove box lights that don't turn off, trunk lights stuck on, poorly installed aftermarket stereos, dash cameras wired for constant power, or USB chargers left plugged in. In modern vehicles, electronic modules can also fail to go into sleep mode, including alarm systems, infotainment units, or keyless entry modules. Each one draws only a small amount of current, yet over hours or days, they can completely drain a healthy battery. Proper diagnosis requires a multimeter. With the vehicle off and everything closed, current is measured in series at the negative terminal. You must wait 20 to 45 minutes for all modules to enter sleep mode. Normal draw is typically below 50 milliamps. Anything higher indicates a problem. From there, fuses are pulled one by one until the draw drops, revealing the guilty circuit. A simple visual check can also assist. At night, examine for faint lights, glowing buttons, or screens still active inside the cabin. Parasitic drains are silent killers, yet fixing them stops the endless cycle of battery replacements. Fix the cause, not the symptom. Number 14. Loose or dirty battery terminals. Battery terminals appear harmless, yet they are the main gateway for all electrical power in the vehicle. If they're loose, dirty, or corroded, the entire system suffers, even if the battery itself is in perfect condition. Many drivers mistake this for a weak battery. In reality, it's just a defective connection, choking off current flow. Corrosion, that white, green, or bluish buildup around the terminals forms when acidic vapors react with metal. Beyond appearing ugly, it acts as an insulator, blocking electricity just like rust inside a pipe. Symptoms include dim headlights, slow cranking, random warning lights, or the familiar clicking sound when rotating the key. Before purchasing a new battery, open the hood and check the terminals. If the cable can be rotated by hand, it's too loose. Tighten it until secure without deforming the terminal. If corrosion is present, disconnect the negative terminal first, then the positive. Clean both the posts and connectors with a wire brush or a dedicated cleaner. A mix of baking soda and warm water neutralizes acid effectively. After cleaning, apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly or dielectric grease to slow future corrosion. This simple procedure, taking only a few minutes, has saved countless drivers from unnecessary expenses. The truth is, many batteries labeled as deceased are simply isolated by dirt and neglect.